Jail for memes. It's more likely than you might think, my fellow weebs. Welcome back. John Delarose here, delarose.com. That's DELARROZ.com. We're experimenting with a couple things this week to try to boost the YouTube program here, try to get a bigger audience around with things. We've been talking about the stock market this morning with GameStop. And of course, we're talking about memes right now. I try to keep things on this channel to a cultural level. I don't really want to go direct politics. I'm not here to advocate for a political party or advocate for a political office or anything like that. But I'm interested in the way that culture is working these days. And memes are a heavy part of culture. I like to post memes. I find memes to be completely funny. And so I want to talk about this because this has me a little bit worried with what's going on in the world today. But first, I want to tell you about my new book, The AI Wars. AI Wars is a story of robots versus humanity. This is coming to fruition in real life. Science fiction always predicts the future, and I like to give a warning against technology, which is what I'm trying to do with this book. Please pick it up today. I've got the link in the description below. Support the channel by reading great books. We owe everything to you, and everything that we get from this channel just comes directly from people who read the books. So this is the goal at the end of the day, and I hope you'll join us. All right, this is about Ricky Vaughn. He was a Twitter account in 2016 in the presidential election. He posted a lot of crazy anti-Hillary memes, a lot of the stuff revolving around sort of the satanic practices and spirit cooking, if you remember those back in the day. Well, he was very influential, and people liked to follow him because he was funny. At the end of the day, that's what memers do. They try to be funny, and either they're funny or they're not. If they're funny, they're effective, because that's what people want to see. They want to get some joy and levity on the internet. Now, to call it election interference is absolutely crazy, but this could result in a very long sentence for the memer formerly known as Ricky Vaughn. He's already, of course, been banned from Twitter for a long time now. I remember when he popped up on Gab right afterwards. But of course, you know, once you lose that huge platform, it's almost never the same for anybody who gets banned on these sorts of platforms. But I find it odd that a memer on Twitter is getting hit with some charge for election interference when Twitter or Facebook obviously interfere with elections far more than one of the accounts on those platforms. When are these giant mega corporations going to be hit with these election interference charges? When are the elites going to get the same charges that random people who don't have money for lawyers are going to get? When is it going to be an equal playing field for people and corporations? Now, they've set it up, obviously, that we're in this like weird corporate cyberpunk dystopia at this point, and the corporations are obviously directing charges because they want to get the narratives out. They want to push their narratives. They want to own the government lock, stock, and barrel, and they're doing an effective job of doing so. They pretty much have control over politicians to where these corporations can run rampant all over everything. They can trounce upon consumers and people alike. We just saw that YouTube banned the YouTuber Vox Day for, quote, scams. I don't know what the scams were that they claimed he was involved in, but he was just talking about the current political climate, much like Ricky Vaughn was when he was charged here with this election interference quote from 6 years ago. It's a very disconcerting prospect that we have now, that you can get thrown in jail for memes, that you can get deplatformed just because you're talking about subjects. And again, that's part of why I'm staying away from direct politics and a lot of the things that I do, because I don't want to get banned. I want to talk about comic books and I want to talk about science fiction. But how long is it before my science fiction views are a threat towards Marvel or DC Comics or Star Wars or Disney or Warner Brothers or one of the bigger corporations up the line? I'm already seeing today that people who are working for Star Wars are calling for Ethan Van Sciver to be deplatformed because of the videos that he makes. Videos about Star Wars and your opinions about a movie could very soon be a crime if this is where they're heading as a country. And that's absolutely crazy to me. Let me know what you think about this. I'm very frightened, and I don't see a way out because I don't think that the people have the power to do much in these situations when the government and media corporations collude against them. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.